Hey guys, this is RecruiteLarry. I'm going to take you through what I do to prepare for a sourcing session, or you could do the same thing to prepare for a new rec. So in this particular rec, we're going to go over partner account managers, or PAMs, and this is something I've never worked with before, so I want to get familiar with it. So I'm going to go into ISIMs, and I know that Evan is the one who's working on this position. So I'm going to find at least one of the positions. All right, there's one now, PAM account manager. And what I'm looking for is the job code. So here's the job code, 205 373. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start gathering just some basic information that I need to know so I don't have to keep hunting for it. And what I'm going to do is kind of cut and paste it into Microsoft Word. Eventually we're going to get a wiki for this, but there's the job codes. I'm going to collect any different job codes I have, who the managers are, the reporting structure, America's partner sales, digital, and then also the job description, right? These are everything I need to do to learn about the position. And so I've got that, and now I'm going to run over to Recruiter Workflow, and I have a search already done. Recruiter Workflow, Larry's hired analysis. I can share this with you, but basically it's going to go over status is hired, the U.S. It's not Latin America, and LATAM. It's not internal transfer, and this year, and then here I can, from that Microsoft Word document, cut and paste the positions. I think I'm going to get two of them for now that I found. One is what was called a PAM3, and one was just a PAM. And then I'm going to hit run search, and let's see what we get. So I've only got one position. I only find one, right? Mark. I'm also going to make sure I'm going to look at last year as well. Now sometimes you'll find a lot of information. Obviously, the more information you find, the better. This means probably that it used to be called something else. Not a big deal. I think looking at the old rec, I cut and paste, and talking to the team, it probably used to be called channel field executive or channel field sales. But just for this demonstration, what you do is you'd run that search. So let's go back to it, and we're going to run this year. And then we're going to find Mark. And what we're trying to do is I'm trying to show you what a sourcer's eye looks like, kind of like an FBI profiler. You're working a new case, and you're trying to figure out who it is we're looking for before we start looking. We want to see who's done this before. So we can look at Mark's resume. So I would cut and paste this resume into that Word document, right? I also want to find him, if I can, or her, on LinkedIn, right? Since we're going to be looking first on LinkedIn, I like to see what they're going to look like on LinkedIn. You can connect with them if you'd like. And if you go to Recruiter, you can start. So I use ISIMs first. I download all the information, but then I go to LinkedIn Recruiter, and I would search for all partner account managers who are currently, that's their title, who currently work for Rackspace. And so I've only found 3, right? So I'm going to get all 3 of those, and I'm going to save them in a new project called Racks PAM for LH for me. And this is just for my research purposes, right? I'm also going to probably put Mark in there as well. Sometimes it takes a while to find, but I'm not going to hold that up. So what we're going to do is, the cool thing, like we've gone over in the last 2 videos, once we've got these people, I can look at, and if you had more information, it would be better, but I can look at past companies. So we got one from Oracle, one from Dell, and here is where we've gotten some people. So what we're looking for, I guess like an FBI profiler would, is we're looking for patterns. Where were they before we brought them to Rackspace? So now I'm gonna switch gears here. I'm going to show you how I build search strings. So I cut and paste the job description. Let me make this smaller so you guys can see it. That's too small. So I'm looking at the job description for the first time, and what I'm doing is I'm gonna put some search strings together, and this is how my eye works. So this is a partner account manager for Rackspace, blah 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 blah. One of our key deals, and I'm looking for this right here. I'm looking for anything that might make a good search word as I'm looking forward. So acquiring, activating, and accelerating. These are all words that might be on this person's resume. Driving incremental revenue. And it might not be exactly, but I bet you we can find words that are very close to it. I'm going real fast here usually. This is key. Sales, when you're working with sales individuals, the sales cycle is big. That's a good screening question, right? So I know that this might jump into a pre-screen form, but what is your current sales cycles now? If it's going to be a year right now, and we're at a 30, they're gonna get they might not be fast enough. So anyway, complex. Now I'm gonna want to find out what complex means to us, right? So if I want to know more, I'll usually put it in blue. Difficult to close sales. I need to find out what difficult means. Smaller, same thing. I need to find out what smaller does. It's probably either a revenue number, but I got to find out what it is. Develops mastery of sales acumen, partners, manage relationship. I'm looking for good keywords. Lead generation. This is going to be a hunter. Top of funnel is a good one. And keep in mind, I have not done a lot of sourcing for this business before, so some of this might be obvious to you guys, but from someone new, opportunities to sell Rackspace products through indirect sales channels. So I would go through this, and I'm going to mark up the entire document, right? I'm also, so that's how I'm going to build this first keyword search string, and then I'm going to find people we've hired, right? And I'm going to go do the same thing. I'm going to look for some keywords in their resume. So and why not go to IBM now and look for some more individuals that worked on that team. So anyway, that in the next, I'm going to edit this, but in the next couple of videos, I'm going to show you how to actually build a search string. All right, thanks. Okay, guys, this is the second part to this system, and so now that I got a split screen here. So we went across and we've identified all the keywords that you're going to use, but how do I make this into a search string? And here's what we do. We're going to use what's called the universal search method, right? So first you start off with title. There's going to be two sections, title and keywords. So every search you're using, a sourcer is supposed to start off using this methodology. So let's say we are looking for a partner. Each word gets its own line, right? Partner, account, manager, right? So if you're looking for a senior Linux admin, it would be senior Linux admin, okay? And all the words that have their own line, those are going to be your must-have words, okay? So we know we're looking for a partner account manager, and then we're going to need, after going through our keywords, we're going to need, lead generation. We're going to need digital. I'm just going to keep this short for this, just so you can get the idea. And we're going to need some cloud technology, right? So you would go down and you'd make a list. Okay, so now we're going to look for it. So all these words here are going to be your must-haves. But now you look for synonyms, and you're going to go to left to right. So here, partner. What else could we use for partner? So maybe channel or alliance. And what you do is you start poking around. You start looking at resumes, right? And you start saying, what other words do people, how are they describing themselves? Partner, account executive, you know, and you start building this. You can also just Google words, right? You can Google words. Another gold mine for keywords is at the bottom of individuals' LinkedIn profiles. They put all their main keywords, right? So I'm going to take these, look at all these SAS, cloud computing. These are going to be good words for cloud technology. Direct sales, sales process, forecasting. These are also good words. So what you do is, and this takes a little time, right? But you would build this thing out, and like so for cloud, you would go or, right? PAS, or it could be spelled out, platform as a service. However, someone might have this on their LinkedIn profile or on their resume, SaaS, or, and parentheses if it's more than one word, software as a service. So you get the point here. So pretty soon you go through this exercise and you get very long keywords, right? And then you would just join each account. So this, I would just, once you're done, you'd put parentheses over this. Let me close this because it's multiple words. And then you would combine each line with an and, right? So it would be all these words, and you would combine these, and these would be very long search strings. So I've come up with a tool that I'm going to share with you guys. Some of you already have it. I had this built for me a while back, but it does this. So what I do is I type in the words here, and then to the right I type in the synonym, right? So account could be sales, partner, manager could be consultant, professional, executive, expert, digital. Partner could be you know, these are words that I found on different resumes. Cloud is IIS, infrastructure as a service, PaaS, on and on and on. And then once you're done, you hit generate strings, and it builds it out. It builds these long strings for you, so you don't have to, right? And so then you would just copy that over to, let me show you what it looks like. I'm going to get rid of this. So just that word, and check for misspellings. I'm famous for misspelling things, but you see how long this would have taken you if you built it out on your own. So this would be your keyword search string that you can jump in. You can put into iSIMS. You can put it into, you know, Google by putting in title and looking for CVs. You could use it for LinkedIn. So, and then you save these, and then you start adjusting. So anyway, if you want me to go over using this tool, I would be glad to. Hope this is helpful. Thanks.